Tonight, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. We'll see Ryan Fitzpatrick and the Miami Dolphins taking on Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Lions making their way out, led by their 32-year-old quarterback. Hard to believe he's in season number 12 now in a Detroit uniform. Quarterback Matthew Stafford.
When I think of Matthew Stafford in Detroit, I think of numbers, and I mean passing numbers. 40,000 yards passed in his career last year before a back injury landed him on the IR after just 8 games. And to show his value to the team, the Lions lost all 8 games, started by either Jeff Driscoll or David Blau. They need a healthy Matthew Stafford in order to compete in the NFC North.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he finds Danny Amendola. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Stafford here. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A first down carry here for Johnson. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson.
Johnson again.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Over the middle, it's Amendola.
Stafford's pass. Complete to Danny Amendola.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go with Johnson. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining.
Stood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. A toss left side, Johnson. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
29-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Stafford able to find Hockenson for a Lion 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. From the red zone now, Stafford. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Kyle Van Noy just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Stafford. It fights him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaq Lawson. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he gets it down to the 32. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Johnson.
And they're getting
tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
Dolphins, nothing.
So they'll likely get a few more drives before we see the second team, but a good start for the first unit with 3 points.
Yeah, good start, and now they want to see them build on it because you're exactly right. They'll get a few more drives at this stage of the preseason. Can they continue to evolve and add to what we just saw in the first drive?
The Dolphins offense set to take over, and it's the longtime veteran Ryan Fitzpatrick who leads the way.
Ryan Fitzpatrick's the kind of guy you want on your team in every situation, whether you want him to be your starter, whether you want him to bridge and help a rookie out like Tua Tagovailoa. It doesn't matter. He can fit every spot you're looking for. He's in the 2nd year of a 2-year deal. Went 5-8 and 13 starts last year with 20 touchdown passes. And anytime he's on the field, there could be some Fitzmagic.
Deron Harmon makes the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Number 20, Matt Breida.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw here. Fitzpatrick. Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jared Davis able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Fitzpatrick now from the 50. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
3rd down and 2.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And this one's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target. And it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Stafford. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
On 4th down, the Lions trot out their new punter for 2020, Jack Fox. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Running out of the gun here, Breida.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front, so when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fitzpatrick. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Play action now. Fitzpatrick. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. They've got the list drive.
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. 16 yards, a first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Johnson.
Number 33, Kerryon Johnson.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he is going to have the Lions first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Well, there's zero doubt that the Detroit Lions like Kerryon Johnson's ability, but he's been dinged up a little bit in his first 2 years in the NFL, so they went out and used a day 2 pick this past year on DeAndre Swift, the rookie runner out of Georgia, hoping, I think, to pair them together and maybe send a message. But I think if Kerryon Johnson can stay on the field, he could be an awfully productive back in the NFL.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. From the gun, Stafford. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, and that'll be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
3rd and long, it's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's Jack Fox now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
That's good.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Carry there by Jordan Howard, and we all know he started his career in Chicago and was a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher. Spent 2019 in Philadelphia battling injuries, but when he's healthy, can be a flat-out workhorse and can break down defenses.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up second.
Now Fitzpatrick. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll go down at the 28.
To Mike Gesicki.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Running with Howard. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete. Brings up third down.
On third down, Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football.
The pass. A fumble on the play.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exceptionally, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So on fourth down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3.
That ties the game at 3-3.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Back out is Matthew Stafford in the Lions offense. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Lions on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
They'll take over first.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Complete.
Kerryon Johnson, 31 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And it is up.
The kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 33-yard.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40.
Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down.
And Wilson has it. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Receiver, the ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
3 brings up 3rd and 4.
Fitzpatrick. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Trey Flowers, his 2nd sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 16. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. And he goes down, it's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Johnson. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Miami offense once again, and their running back, Jordan Howard. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. On first down, here's Breida. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
Fitzpatrick will hand this to Howard. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here, as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. Now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
36-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. And he'll find Galladay, that's complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards there and another first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Again, it's Stafford. Looking for Hawkinson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit.
T.J. Hawkinson.
A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Now Prater to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. That time a 6-play drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is Jakeem Grant. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
Miami set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
To throw again, Fitzpatrick. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
To throw on third down, Fitzpatrick. And that's incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark away.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Most teams in the league hitting the 3-quarter pole in the preseason. The whole league will be in action next Thursday night to wrap it all up. And then we start for real a week after that with the NFL kickoff game. In our game, expect to see the starters for at least one more drive, something to look forward to as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
at their own 20.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
One play action, Fitzpatrick. Over the middle here to Wilson.
Fitzpatrick's pass.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Fitzpatrick, he's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Agnew now to return. 35 yards that time on the punt.
On the return. The Lions take over.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Stafford on 1st down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
To Marvin Jones.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
At the Dolphins' 39-yard line.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones.
Stafford's pass.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now Howard. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
Number 30.
Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
18-yard line.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here's Matt Hawk now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Stafford over the middle, complete. It's Jones.
Stafford.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Third down.
Operating from the gun, Stafford.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the front, and another first down.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A give to Howard. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Fitzpatrick throwing complete.
That's good for another.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28.
10 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jamie Collins. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Fitzpatrick a give to Breida. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
17. Dolphins 6.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do
Realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And he whips that one incomplete there. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to fourth down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up fourth down.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. Fights loose. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Fitzpatrick. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football.
Matthew Stafford sacked.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all.
Hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the return will stop right around the 25. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting him in jeopardy right now.
And the Dolphins getting set to go here. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Now Fitzpatrick. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. That'll be taken about a yard to the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call.
Receiving team.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
Preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Fitzpatrick now after the fumble recovery. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Devontae Parker ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
Yeah, my bad.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And the numbers show it, low involvement early. But since he's been involved, it's been a good thing for this offense.
Indeed it has, and when you're able to finally get him going, get him fully integrated into the offense, things feel a whole lot better for your team. It expands everything that they do trying to move the football.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Stafford. And his throw here is incomplete. Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Stafford sacked. A 10-yard loss on the play.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Operating from the gun, Stafford. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. And that's complete to Jesse James. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 36.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
McCain on the tackle. A gain of 16 yards. And the Lions 1st down.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Bulldog. It's the rookie DeAndre Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's the first throw now for Chase Daniel. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
They go play action with Daniel. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Marvin Hall there to make the grab. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, They use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Prater on to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Is good.
So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle it
At their own 28-yard line.
And out come the Dolphins now. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Tua, a big spot for the rookie from Alabama. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Adam Shaheen was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Coverage defensively by
Tua setting up shop to throw again. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Able to find Shaheen here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He's got it. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they drive going here. And that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field. The fullbacks for the defense, they knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop them. They knew they had to meet them with a little bit of force, but on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he'll find Hall. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st down, Lions.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Daniel. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
A 1st down throw for Daniel. His throw caught at about the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
1st and goal.
This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
They'll run with Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
27.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Monogany on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own.
So now here come the Dolphins. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. The gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Adam Shaheen, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, I think, what did you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here, at the end of week 3, or game 3, you would cut the roster down to 75 and play game 4 just like that. In this case now, though, they're going to be able to keep guys all the way through. So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason, they'll get that chance now and get more opportunities to get on tape.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Daniel.
Happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Miami set to take over. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That one into the hands of Laird. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Complete.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Tua going to throw. It's caught right side, it turns. And he gets it down to the 32.
That's good.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Breida. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Breida, the ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking the lead here in the 4th. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Lions offense set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And the Lions first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniel. Got a man, that's Allison. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Daniel. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
They fake the give. Daniel. And that is incomplete. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try it now with Swift. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again if you're on the defense play.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They run again with Breida. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw is Tua. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tua finding Williams for a Dolphin first down.
1st and 10.
Great change up there on the route. It got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside. Make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Down to an knee goes Tua, and that should just about do it. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.